Hey guys, it's the Dutch Forum Master and welcome to part number 3 of Let's Build a Cafe in The Sims 4 Get Together. So today we're back here in Windenburg and we're building the cafe, and actually we're going to start this entire episode again by doing exactly the same like we did in the previous part, or actually in the previous part I had already done it, and that's changing the location of the build towards the sun, because I just realized that this is an even better way to place it, in which we have like even better a better look from the sun, or just, you know, better sunlight on it, because as you can see this is the bad side and that just looks terrible, and in this way we've got the sunny side over here. I got very many comments on the previous part, which I was happy with, but very many said that you were all not really happy with the way this entire roof thing looked like. So therefore I'm going to be changing that in this part, because yeah, if you're not happy with it, I'm of course not able to to just be happy with it either. So I will be changing that right now, just bringing back the actual roof, like the regular roof like we had in like the first part, and I just said like him 4 times in that video, in that sentence actually, not even the entire video, just the sentence. We've got to get that a little bit lower. There we go. Do you prefer this? I think I can kind of understand that you prefer this. Maybe I want to change something here as well then, and that's changing the height of this, because this height, okay, nope, I'm not going to do that because it is kind of low already. Wait a second. Can we change the height of this? No, we cannot, as this is already the one lowest height we've got, and in this way it would look terrible. I think this would indeed look a little bit better than what we had, and then we can extend the roof a little bit in this way by adding roofs over here. Then placing that there we go, there we go. Just fixing those roof details, and then we've got to make sure that it's on exactly the same level as the other roofs. And then we've got a roof on the coffee shop, because yeah, I really got very many comments saying that you were not that happy with it. Also, I got some comments saying that this is like looking like a face. I believe it was this part. Well, I can imagine that it's this part. Someone got annoyed the crap out of him, but yeah, I think it's kind of, yeah, I had literally not realized that yet until I read like a few of those comments. But I'm not changing it simply because it looks like a face. I think it looks perfectly fine, and also I must say that I think this looks so much better in this way. Indeed, with the roof it just looks much more like a cafe. You are totally right there. So thanks everyone for commenting that, if you did, and if you did not, you're most likely happy with it as well. Maybe we can fix this part as well. In that way we'd even fix the problem of the person who got scared the crap out of him because of the face, because maybe we can extend this a little bit. I think that is kind of a good idea, but I've got to change that a little bit, because I'm not going to do it exactly in that way. I'm actually going to make it one step smaller, because in that way it would look a little bit better in my opinion. There we go. Wait, can I add that? Nope, I cannot add that fencing, or at least I cannot copy it. There we go. I think this looks much better indeed. Alrighty, we've changed quite some things now already, on the roof at least, so we can start with the windows and the wall paintings and everything. Again, if you still don't really like this, please let me know what you would like me to change. But I think in this way, yeah, many of you will actually like it. Of course, I will never be able to satisfy everyone, but I think by changing this, I did satisfy quite some people, because I really got many comments saying that they were not that happy with the way it looked like so far. Also, I'm putting the move objects on sheet on right now, because in that way I can build a little bit better. Let me see, what will I do over here, because I would like to add these, because someone wanted me to make it look a little bit more industrial. Yeah, it looks kind of industrial already in my opinion, and I think by the way I'm going to be doing the wall paintings, it will really look industrial in the end, as I'm kind of going for the Starbucks style. And if you've ever been to Starbucks, and I can really not imagine someone not having been to Starbucks, that is kind of industrial, so that's kind of the style I'm going for. I just not added all the details yet in the previous part. Here we go. Maybe we can also make a terrace over here, though I guess, nope, I'm not adding that. We're having a terrace at the front and at the back, then I don't think we need another terrace, in my opinion. We've got to make this a little bit better when it comes to symmetry. There we go. Maybe we can make it even better by doing it like this. That would be much better indeed. There we go. We've got some windows to add now. Those might be a little bit too many. Let me think. What would I like to do here? Would I like to add those windows over there as well? Maybe I would, maybe not so much. Maybe I would like to add some different ones over there. No, we've got quite some of the other ones already. What is this? Is this modern or is it not? I think we can call this modern, but I'm not thinking that I'll be using that much. Let me see, can I make this a little bit darker? Yes, I'm kind of disappointed with the fact that we cannot change the colors of these windows in the way, or very many ways actually, because this is kind of a green color to it, which is not the color I want to have to it. And still, if I want to give it another color, the frame at least, then the color of the window itself will change as well for some reason. So that's kind of disappointing, but I guess that might be fixed in a future update, because I believe not very many people like that. Kind of the same for this. So we do not have very many cool color options. It are all just kind of strange coloring options. But I guess I will be going for such a window over here, because that would create kind of a modern effect. And also I have to change these ones into a little bit of a more darker window. There we go. The logo over there looks perfectly fine, I guess. Maybe we can indeed place it up a little bit, and then we can remove this one, because that does not look that good. So we do not we do not need that. Sometimes I literally just cannot talk, and then I just talk crap all the time, but oh well. I think it looks good in this way. Please let me know what you think. Of course, like I said previously already, any feedback is very well appreciated, because in that way I know what you do like and what you don't like about this build, and therefore I know what I should and what I should not keep in this build, or leave the same in this build, kinda. So I guess I'm adding this over there, and then we can also add some kind of door. Let me think about that. Maybe this one is cool if we have the right coloring option or framing option. And it does not seem like we do have that, but maybe this is cool. Yeah, I must say that I'm not really too sure about that. We do also have this one, but this is really like a regular house door, so I think we should not add that. I think this would just look best in the end. Then we have to create something like that over here as well. And then over here I'm going to do it a little bit different, because we want to have a cool bar at this area or at this side, so therefore we've got to change it a little bit. There we go. And then we would like to have an entrance door over here as well, and I'm going to add the bar thingy, I guess we could call it, which is not the best way to explain, but I think you will understand when I show you what I mean in a few seconds. I still have to find it though. This one, that's what I mean. What is this, by the way? I've not really looked into that too much yet. Oh, it's a screen of separation. Alrighty. But we're not using that in the exterior. Maybe in the interior, but not in the exterior for sure. Here again, we've got some really strange coloring options. I'm not sure whether I like that lava color. I guess not. And the blue is kinda not so Starbucks either, so therefore I'm afraid I will just have to delete those and maybe add this one. Maybe this is a little bit more Starbucks-like, though this does not really look that much like a coffee shop in my opinion. It's more like a bar in that way if we add that item. So I guess I'm deleting it. I'm just adding some posters and stuff behind there, but no like bar kind of items, because that's just not what fits well. And then we have that door over here. Oh, this one is actually better. This one is really like an employee door. Then now we've got to add all the wall paintings. Let me see. We've got some awesome new wooden wall paintings, so I'm just going to try those out, and I'm currently doing that. And of course this is just trying out, so don't freak out if this is not what you like, because I'm just looking, because definitely not everything looks good what I add over here. Not sure. That is a possibility, though it's kind of basic in that way. This might look good, though it's very big and not that detailed, or at least it creates a not very detailed feel, if you ask me at least. I would like to add wood. There we add this, I guess, or at least I'm just going to try to add those, just to test whether that looks cool or not. There we go. Now that's cool. Let me think. I think that looks kind of fine, but I'm not too sure yet. So please let me know if you have any suggestions for these wall paintings. I'm just going to add them in this episode, but if you have any feedback, just like with the roof from the previous part, just let me know what I should change, because then I will just think about that and maybe change it in the next part, because if it just looks better in the way you've suggested it, I'll just of course change it. Because in the end you will be the one who will download this a lot and maybe use it in your game or your own gameplay. So therefore, yeah, it's kind of important that it's something that you like. Of course, I will only do things which I like as well, but that's something we'll care about later on. There we go. Let me look at that. And then of course this should not be the same color, and this neither. There we go. Kind of dark. This at the back over here is really boring, so I'm not going to add that. Let me see. We got some really cool wall paintings with spade, so I guess I'm going to add some of those. Maybe. Yeah, I feel like I really don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what would look good. Maybe adding those black ones over there as well would add up to the feeling of this, yeah, of the coffee shop or of the cafe. There we go. Because of course black is kind of fancy and just giving it a warm and more industrial feel, like someone wanted me to do so. There we go. I think this might look cool. Those white, yeah, items still make it very modern, I think, but I'm going to try and see what would happen if I remove those white parts, because of course it does not really fit in very nicely with the rest of the build. Yeah, okay, in this way it really becomes kind of a copy of that one, in my opinion. A little bit more modern, a little bit more detailed, but it's kind of a copy in that way, and that's not what I want. So I guess, and also it just did not really look that cool. If you do like it, please let me know, because maybe I should actually change it, but I thought it was not the best thing I could do. Let's see what happens if we make this a little bit darker. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that this is really not the way. Yeah, maybe this helps. Maybe this looks cool. I think I'm going to add it like this. Maybe that looks cool. I'm just going to try. I'm not going to do the back yet, because once I know that you like it, I'm just going to change that. But that's not what I'm going to be doing right now yet. Now I'm just going to add some details to the the terraces, actually, the patios, which we've got over here at front or up front. Let me see. We would like to have a chair and the table. First up, the table. And how am I going to make this look modern? Still kind of detailed, but not crappy. That's kind of the question I'm asking myself right now. And the first answer is, oops, not doing that. Second answer is adding these ones, because these look kind of fancy and not too detailed, but still in the end it will be detailed once the entire cafe is finished. Yeah, now some chairs to add. Of course it's outdoors. Is it very big from the inside? Actually, it's not that massive from the inside. So some people said they thought it was too big, but that was mainly with the other thing on it. I think in this way it's just, kind of a big cafe, but not an insanely huge cafe. That's definitely not what it is. These are interior chairs, so I'm not adding those. Let me think. Maybe those basic chairs which we've got, which I'm using nearly every build when it comes to the exterior, maybe those do look best over here. But let me check that out. Just adding them over here, and that's not going right. Yep. I guess if we finish it up like this, and then we still have to add some umbrellas. And I believe I'm sure we got a new umbrella, but for some reason I never know to what. Oh, cafe items. Okay, that's not what we want. For some reason I never know what selection it belongs to, so I always go to the get together items, and then I simply look for it. There we go. We've got the umbrellas over there. I think that looks pretty cool, in my opinion. Let me think about it. Yeah, that's pretty fancy, I guess. But please let me know what you think of it. If you have any suggestions, of course, that's always very well appreciated. So just let me know if there's anything I could change to make it look better, because this is not... It does not really look that fancy, I must say that. So therefore maybe we have to change something in order to make it look more fancy. Let's see what adding this fence, what kind of effect that would create. That wouldn't make it that much fancier either. Let me first add some bar stools over here, because that would be cool. There we go. Then we also need to add this, because these are all like bar items. I think this is something to make it more detailed. First we need some extra counters. We've got to fill out that wall. Then we have to find those counters I talked about. Can those be used? Yes, I guess they can. They're not only bar things. Then show all, and we're back to the get together items again. Cafe items, and then I can add a machine on here just for decoration. I'm not sure, they will most likely be functional as well, but I'm not sure about that. So they are mainly just decorational. Then we've also got, okay, this might look cool as some decoration. Yeah, I think that looks pretty fancy. It comes with perfect patio stuff, I believe. By the way, someone commented that she was afraid that I would use too many items from packs she does not have. Don't worry about that too much, because in the end, if you download this, all the items which you don't have will be changed by like the gallery or just by your game, and they'll be changed for items which you do have. So in the end, You will just be able to download this. You might not have it exactly the same way I have it in my game, but you know, if you have perfect patio, this will most likely be replaced by something different. If their replacement is kind of crappy, just replace it yourself by something which you do like. But in the end, it's not really a big deal, I guess. It will just be working out fine. That's kind of the concept, at least. Now we've also got to add those, or at least I think that could create something cool. Okay, wait a second, because we've got those. We've got some more of those, I believe. What are these? Flower woodcut. Well, we do not need that. What is this? The big achievement. We do not have to add that either. Okay, we're going to do it like this. Place these down here. Kind of making a frame of all these items just to end this episode with. Or just making this bar really cool to end this episode with, actually. Alrighty. Then there we go. Okay, it's kind of silly that it's not that symmetrical, so therefore I guess I have to change something, because it has to be symmetrical, otherwise this will really look crappy. And what is the right color for this? Maybe in black. It's really fancy, I guess, so I'm going for black right now. There we go. We want it over here, then continue it over there, and then I believe it should just fill up this area perfectly fine. Move that up a little bit so it works out. Here you see that I'm really a perfectionist, because it really has to be perfect in my opinion, though I do not always see it that well, but I think there it went perfectly fine. Then we add these, and this really creates that Starbucks feel in my opinion, especially if we will add that green one in the middle in the end. I'm not too sure about that yet, but maybe we will. Kind of silly that this does not work out though. Okay, that really sucks, seriously. Why doesn't this fit in nicely? Okay, that really sucks. Then I guess it's better if we just add 3 up here, but change the side thingies. Okay, I should not add so many of those. There we go. There we go. And then those side things, how am I going to do that? Then I guess, whoops, I'm messing up the controls here. That should be placed like this, deleting that one and placing that like this. Yep, alrighty. Then let me see, which one are we adding? In the end over there. I have no idea where I just placed that other thing. Oh, there we did. Can we change the color of the green one? Yes, we can. In that case, the green one it is, but not in green. Fuck logic. Alrighty, I guess that's it for this episode. Let me see if I can change the colors of the umbrellas a little bit, because I'm not sure whether blue is the best option. Maybe it is, but maybe it's not. Green would be... Okay, please also let me know what kind of color the umbrella should be, because in the end that is kind of a detail, but it's really important, because it really will create, yeah, kind of the overall look of what this cafe will look like. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching this third part of the Let's Build a Cafe series. I hope you are happy with any changes that were made. And then please let me know what I should change for the next episode and give me feedback and everything. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you back later.